Good evening. My name is Craig Dorman, EMT attached to the Lucifer Department. Today I'll be going through the ambulance operations as it relates to the daily routine check that should be done prior to the start of each shift in accordance to safety and proper maintenance of the ambulance. I'll get right into it. I'll do a systematic approach in terms of checking on the exterior around the unit, and then I'll go inside. So I'll start here where this is the brake fluid reservoir. We have a maximum and minimum level. We should be certain that we check it manually every time that it's actually at the appropriate level at maximum. We have the section for the coolant. Again, it has a minimum and maximum level. Should manually check that it's actually at the appropriate level. Also for the windshield reservoir, you can see there's a labeling where it shows maximum and minimum, that it's always close to the maximum. I'll go right into the section where we have the engine bay. It is very important for us to be very observant in terms of any leaks or any abnormalities as it relates to what's happening in the engine. This is what transports us around, and it's very important for our safety again. This is the dipstick for the engine oil. I would actually wipe this off. Place back in. Check appropriately that it's at the right level. Alright. Then I'll go right to checking the power steering fluid. That is this section right here. Okay. And now on to checking the terminals for the battery to make sure that they're properly secured. Alright. This is an important tool also for checking the tire pressure as it relates to the PSI. Also check the exterior of the tire to make sure that it's appropriate. It's all good. It's again good. Good. Alright. So after checking each tire, I would go directly into checking inside. Alright, come up closer. After being inside now, I would make sure that the seat belt is functioning. I want to also switch the ignition on to see if there are any lights in the dashboard where the actual fuel is, any engine check lights, and also checking the gear shifter, also checking the lights to see the test mode to see if all the sirens are working. Alright, I'd also check the radio to see if there's any response back. Alright. Check the indicators, the lights, because your shift may start during the day but end in the night. Alright. I'll go in the back to verify all is safe regarding this section now. This is a very important section in terms of patient care. And all tool and equipment used throughout the day will be here, should be properly maintained. Have the fire extinguisher. Every unit should have a fire extinguisher. In case there's a fire, we can extinguish that blaze in the incipient stage. I'll get onto the splints. I'll carry equipment used for moving patients to the ambulance. I also want to verify the jack is secure in this area in case we may need to change a tire. Also, portable oxygen cylinder. We want to test this to verify if there's any audible leaks, any damage, any abrasions to the actual system here. Check the AED. We'll go in and actually verify if there's any issue with the patches. There's also this section will have soft color, C color, and also some maternity pads along with back valve mask at the appropriate child, pediatric or adult. Also the suction equipment. Also want to turn this on to make sure that it's properly functioning. Leave a kink to see if there's any buildup. There's any suction. Alright, it's all good. Alright, this section also has a onboard oxygen cylinder. It's important again to check if any leaks, observe it properly. Alright, follow me. This is the jump bag, but before I get into the jump bag, this section also has additional C collars for the appropriate size. Also the scoop stretcher for moving patient in traumatic incidences, portable stretcher, and also the basic stretcher used to secure patient. Alright. Under the cab here we have a blanket to keep the patient warm. Also strobe light used if we need any additional visibility. Alright. I'll be going directly now into the jump bag. That is a very important tool used throughout our daily operation. It has various equipment. This section actually has diabetic test strips along with the glucometer, thermometer, pulse oximeter. Make sure that it's properly functioning and the batteries are okay. Also the pulse oximeter, verify it's working. Have the blood pressure machine here, make sure it's fine and actually operational. Have bulk gauze along with valve mask, alcohol. We have a trauma kit which actually has a shear and other basic gauze and dressings. This section at the front has a lot of other equipment used, various size dressings, clean roller bandages. We also have the appropriate OPA and NPAs attached here, so we could use those appropriately also. Alright, so this is the jump bag. I would get right into usage of the stretcher. I'll have Mr. Black come around to assist me. We're going to lower the stretcher and have the patient place on it. You make sure that you secure the patient properly. So the EMT at the head will basically go through with the commands. Using proper lifting techniques to avoid hurting yourself. Going ahead to lowering the patient. These levers will basically lower the stretcher in. This is the safety device used to lock this stretcher in place. Make sure that it's fine. Okay? Going to do the reverse. Alright, that is removing the patient from the ambulance. Here ends my presentation.